Alright, so next boss for today is gonna be Genichiro. Genichiro Ashina. He's the guy at the beginning of the game who cut off your arm. And honestly, he's a very hard boss when you first start the game, and he's the type of boss that many other players inside, they're giving up. Like, they've had enough, they don't want anymore. Let's get into it. The first thing he's gonna do, as soon as the fight starts, he's gonna send an arrow behind you. He's gonna roll towards you and use a swing. You can pretty much counter that very easy by hitting him first, or you can deflect it. Every time he jumps in the air during his first phase, he will always use a thrust attack. At which point you can Makiri it. If you think you're good enough, you can deflect it. You have to be very careful with his long range attacks, because he does have a bow. Every time you heal, he will try to hit you with the bow. So it's gonna be a bit tricky at times. That's a grab, don't want to let that touch you. They missed the Makiri there. That is his attack, floating passage. It's very tricky sometimes. You can just run away from it. You really can, so if you don't want to deal with it, you can do that. He deflects you like crazy. So yeah, when he goes into the air with the bow, you can just run to the side as well to try and avoid it the best you can. That is a sweep attack that you used just earlier. And you gotta time your heals. Use that. And he's honestly not too hard to fight straight up, if you know what you're doing. As the grab, you don't want to get hit by that. Then you counter that as well. And yeah. There's a certain pattern to his attack set, so if for instance we do this, he'll always counter like that. Let me let him get back up again. Let his posture go down a little. Just run to the side. You pretty much don't have to use any tools or anything, because honestly, in terms of tools, not much specializes against him except maybe the firecracker. And or lighting him on fire. I don't want to heal. Also, I found that by slowing down your swing like this, it will usually force him to try and go up in the air with the bow. Or jump in the air. Whichever one. This here, you can just run away from it. I start punishing him. But always be ready to deflect. So now he's gonna enter phase 2. The main change in phase 2 you gotta worry about is when he jumps in the air, he won't always use a thrust attack. It might switch to a sweep attack instead. So you gotta jump over that one. Like here, I just punish that with High Monk. Dodge the bow. Dodge the sweep attack. Flying on his head. You can avoid the bow by being directly under him. But I think personally it's best to be aggressive. Never forget that if your posture is ever too high, hold block to bring down your posture gauge. And just be aggressive with him. Hold block a little, bring it down. Hold it again, bring it back down. And go on pure offense. If you're fast enough, you can avoid the bow by getting under him. High monk, punish. And yeah. Phase 2 is down. Now for phase 3, he will always start with this move. So be ready to make Kiri. Jump in the air, get struck, and counterattack. You have to jump in the air, get hit by the lightning bolt, and swing before you touch the ground. That is how you counterattack. Now, a lot of his combos are going to be slightly different. And that's pretty much... He's going to change up some of his combos. If you don't swing back before you touch the ground, the lightning will affect you because you're practically a ground wire. That's one change to his combo. Be careful, you do take a bit of damage doing that. There is a way to perfectly deflect the lightning and counter, but that's just too much of a pain, honestly. And yeah, he's pretty much not that hard. And in a straight up fight, that is Genichiro down. Luckily for me, RNG is on my side, so he did not do much besides abuse the lightning attack. Typically he doesn't use it as often. I don't know why he decided to use it consecutively. Maybe I was just beating him so much he decided to kill himself. Our first tactic we're gonna use is the loaded umbrella magnet. Now you can use the regular loaded umbrella, but if by any chance you've unlocked Gyobu's broken, actually no, the mechanical barrel after Gyobu, and you've given it to the sculptor and you can upgrade your tools, then the loaded umbrella magnet is pretty good. Since you can spin it around too. Also, if in the skill tree you have the ability called it's Fang and Blade or Chasing Slice. I think it's Fang and Blade. I'm not sure. It allows you to... Certain prosthetic tools can combine them with your regular attack to do a special move. So after blocking with this, the umbrella will split in two and we'll use like a X scissors slash on him as a counter attack. Next thing is the firecracker, if in case you ever need him to stop what he's doing and you won't have time, or you can't avoid the move, you can knock him out of it, usually that. What I'm going to focus on right now, if you should be able to get these pretty easy, especially if you unlock Simple Temple. By the time you reach here, you can make it with Simple Temple. It should be in one of my walkthrough episodes about skill point farming, where I'm in Simple Temple. Also, this is going to be your best friend, honestly. The Blue Robe Samurai or the Ishina Elites are going to drop them. So if you haven't got it there, if you haven't any already, you can get it from them. And you can get them at a few places in the world as well. This is what we're going to be using to mainly deal damage in conjunction with Floating Passage, since it chips at his health regardless, and you can get him only through partial kills. So without no further ado, let's get right into it.
I didn't think I'd see you.
Right. There we go. Could have just Makiri'd that, but I wanted to do that for style. Oh, it gets it from the blade. Nice. Okay, so because the blade has Divine Confetti, the attack of the shield has Divine Confetti. I didn't know that. So at this point I would recommend switching to Ichimonji double. It's okay if you don't have it. I'm sure you'll figure out something. Oh my goodness. He's just so aggressive sometimes. And yeah, Ichimonji, it doesn't cost you anything. It's for free because it doesn't use any spirit emblems. And it does a lot of damage. You can also knock him out of certain moves that he uses. You can charge it. And you can see it does a lot of posture damage. But be careful though, it leaves you wide open. And that's pretty much gonna be our tactic. One more and you should be done. Yep. And he's down for it. Same tactic. Divine Confetti. Switch back to Floating Passage. And chip back down his elf. Oh my goodness. Jump. At this point you could combine with the Aqua Sugar for more attack power. And we just died. It's okay. I was hoping to pull this off without a single death. But I'm not used to using strategy against this guy ever. So it just feels so weird trying to do any of this, besides fighting him straight up. There we go. Yeah, Ichimonji might just be the best thing we can use. There we go. You can set him on fire, but due to the timing of the flame vent, he's almost guaranteed to hit you for most of the time. You gotta jump, catch, swing before you hit the ground. Touch up with Ichimonji, hold him like that. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, we semi-jumped. We didn't do a proper jump. Honestly, this fight is, except for a few changes in the combo, is pretty much the same. Ichimonji. There you go. That move now changes. Now he has 2 extra saucers. And he should be down for the count. There we go. After 3 hours of testing, that's the best strategy I can come up with to take him down. He is just a boss. For me personally, using anything other than fighting him up front just feels bizarre, so to say. Anyways, as always, hope it helps somebody. Hope somebody gets something out of this. That it helped them finally overcome the boss and continue the game. He's a very hard boss, and it honestly, this is a stopping point for a lot of people where they just can't get past him and they stop playing the game. Anyways, take care, stay safe, be good, and hope you all have a wonderful time.